There's a whole category of things we only say to people when there's a specific reason or occasion. But you know what? Today nothing specific is happening and I'm making a card anyway. Hi, I'm Holly. Welcome to Seeds in Starlight Studio, where we plant creative seeds to grow our glimmers. So today the Glimmer Loop gave me pick for me. And it was nice to let go of some control. I had my daughter help me figure out what to make. I gave her some options, and it's really funny because as I'm watching the video, I noticed that she's just choosing the far left-hand option in all of the scenarios. And I think that might be why I tried to switch up how I set them down to maybe encourage her to pick a different one, or at least not always have the same pattern of what I put down. I don't know. I just thought it was funny, something I noticed as I was watching this video back. But she chose for me to make a card using stencils, flowers, a cool color palette, and markers. So I found a floral stencil. I decided to color through the stencils with my markers. We give cards when someone is born, when somebody dies, when someone graduates, when we want to tell them that we love them because the holiday told us to. And I get it. Occasions are easy. They tell you when, they hand you the permission to contact people, and they deserve to be celebrated. I am definitely not knocking an occasion because they are important. I started thinking about something. I think the people that need a kind word the most aren't the ones necessarily with a milestone anytime soon. They're just having an ordinary, unremarkable day of the week, doing the quiet work of just being a person. But these are the moments that we forget to celebrate. It's also interesting to think that there is this assumption, even in my head, that a card means more when it's marking something big. And I feel like it's kind of the opposite. When someone hands you a token of kindness on any normal, unremarkable day, no specific date they're trying to honor, nothing specific that you had to do to earn it, boy, does that land differently. I don't know about you, but when I get those, my brain kind of pauses because it's not used to hearing those kind of things. Speaking for me is a little bit more difficult because I've got so many things that my brain is thinking of and spewing about all the time that it's really hard to connect that with what's coming out of my mouth. It's hard to get those thoughts organized in an eloquent way to be able to convey these messages for me. Thank goodness for editing because I actually sound like a coherent human being. When you write instead of just saying it out loud, for me, it feels like I can really reach down deep for words that I don't know that I would actually ever say. Not because I'm not thinking them, but just because my brain isn't, I don't know, sometimes it feels weird to say some of these things out loud, but when you can write them, it just feels more real. I don't know if I am making any sense, but I can definitely dig down deeper and get more words from the depths of my soul when I can write it down instead of saying it out loud. Now that the project is complete, of course I have to show my daughter what I made with her choices, and she liked it. I know I cannot be alone in this, But sometimes things that you might want to say, they might just get stuck in your throat because they are emotional to say or they're vulnerable to say. And I don't want the awkwardness of what my face would probably be doing, or the awkwardness of not being able to look at someone in the eye, or just how the discomfort of saying some of these things, not because it's a bad thing, but just because you're being vulnerable, right? Like, how is the person going to react? And speaking of that, have you ever been someone that gets a compliment? You deeply appreciate the compliment, but you don't know how to react to the compliment? You know, yes, you can say thank you, but like there's always this element of like, oh, no. Oh, okay, well, of course. Or, oh, that's just what people do. Take the compliment. And I'm bad at this too. A more gentle way of communicating is also through writing, because reading it lets the person absorb it at their own pace so they don't have to worry about what their face is doing. And what's also cool about having something in written form is that it's something that that person now has. If there's someone who likes to save these things, they've put it away, they've probably, kind of forgotten about it, and they get to be reminded of that awesome message that they received, and maybe they'll get it on a day when they need to hear those things most. If you enjoyed your time in the studio, I hope you stay a while, and I hope you found a glimmer today. If you did, I'd love to hear about it. See you later.